about episode 7 though.
Episode 7 of DanDaDan. This is not about DanDaDan so far. This is just about episode 7. And these are I saw it before both of you guys. Obviously, Danny reads it, and I was playing One Piece card game with Chin, and he was like way behind on DanDaDan. While we were playing that, y'all was watching that on my couch. So, Kimmy, what are your thoughts on episode 7, bro?
Oh my god, I know you said like, yeah, I cried. So get ready to cry, and I was like, yeah,
oh, what you mean? You ain't take my word for it?
I did, but like I was just like, what is this gonna be? Like, how are they gonna make me cry? You know? Because like you know me, I'm a crybaby. So like, what are they gonna make me cry? But like, no, they went in like.
Then
I
no,
wasn't ready.
No, why didn't
really
you say
wasn't
this?
Ready. It just had no way to absolutely go. Like there was no way for me to know how this was gonna turn out, and it's like you could see where it was heading. And then it just kept getting worse. Danny, you read it. From your perspective, like, tell me your thoughts.
I think that when you read a manga and you see the potential that it has, you wish that it would get a beautiful adaptation. And that's exactly what Science Soru is doing. They are taking the source material and they are doing the absolute most. They took... Like, this isn't going to be like Demon Slayer where every fucking demon has like a really sad backstory that Tanjiro like reaches out to. Like that. It's not like that at all. So like, because I'm seeing some comments, I'll be like, why do I feel like every yokai they fight is going to have a sad backstory? No, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the studio saw this backstory and they were like, we have a tragedy here. We have a beautiful story. Let's make it into a cinematic masterpiece in like the 5 minutes we're gonna give it. Like the way they opened the episode with her running through the streets and you're like, what is going on? It's making you think it's like a Resident Evil Silent Hill vibes.
Yeah.
And then the episode goes on, you get caught up with the story and you know why she's running through and it's even more tragic. It's what you want out of an adaptation. It's chef's kiss.
So
it's crazy.
So fun fact, after recording the video with Gabe and them and seeing Toasty and Soup and Showdown and all of them, Soup actually caught up on reading DanDaDan completely. So she watched it and then she just she went sprint for reading. But
yeah, she said it was her first manga.
First manga ever, bro. So
DanDaDan was?
Yeah.
Remember, she was completely new to the space. So it's like
Yeah. Okay.
So she watched it and was like, yo, this is great. You know what I mean? So when I watched it, bro, I couldn't believe what was happening. And I really just like the emotional feelings I was feeling for a character. Didn't have a name.
Didn't even have a name.
Didn't even have a name. I was just like, yo, like this Aira thing. I'm thinking this character, like it just took me for a complete loop. And I was prepared for the character to possibly, die in that moment. Because I was like, yeah, honestly, those two girls that got slapped across the room, they can't be alive. No way. So like, yeah, I believe that this was gonna be it. But then seeing like what was she? What's this yokai called again?
Afro Silky.
Afro Silky.
Like acrobatics.
Bro, I didn't even realize she was selling her body. It completely went over my head.
That what?
That she was like selling her body.
Oh yeah.
It went over my head completely, bro, because there was so much trauma going on that I couldn't keep up with what was happening.
No, I saw the money on the table and I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, man.
Bro, this
rough.
episode,
she was just doing her best for her kid.
I am astounded by DanDaDan. I don't have any other words for it because I thought the series was going one way. I was having a good time, bro. And I was looking forward to continuing to having a good time. And I liked what the series was giving me. I still thought it had heart. I still love the fact that there's romance in it. But the moment this episode happened, I said, oh no, this one has a little more kick to it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Like the fucking Idris Elba. Oh shit.
No, literally.
This was a 10 out of 10 episode. I have nothing more to say about it. I mean,
when Aira hugs the yokai at the end, and she's like, "I love you, Mom,"
gave her the piece that she needed.
And Turbo Granny is such a fucking asshole. Like,
Yo.
who
Such a
cares about
bitch.
this nobody?
Like
Like, she's just gonna
You
go
don't
into the
give a fuck.
void. Like,
Turbo
fuck her.
Granny is. I never knew I needed like. I mean, listen, because you usually watch it in English, right, Kimmy? Like on your own time.
I watch both. I watch
Okay.
Japanese first, and then I go back and watch it in English.
Turbo Granny, like what it does for us of that being Luffy,
It's
like it does so much for me for the
She's Luffy?
The Japanese voice is Luffy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like
I know in English she's the villain from Power Rangers.
Rita, yeah. So
Yeah.
like, fine, but like this being Luffy, bro,
saying
and we
some
don't get to
egregious
see
shit.
Luffy talk. Like this is a completely that woman is old. Like Kimmy, like
She's like 65.
she's old, bro. Like she's been doing
Oh,
Luffy
wow.
since it came out. You know what I mean? And
That's crazy.
when does she have time? I'm like, when does she have time to record this?
Well, One Piece is on break for 6 months.
They still got to do it though. But like this, this came out before that. You know what I mean? They recorded this beforehand. One Piece is every week. So I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, when did you have time to because Turbo Granny got mad lines.
Yeah, she's a main character. Oh, she's 69 years old.
Yeah,
Luffy's
bro.
voice actress.
I was like,
She's
she
69.
old, bro. Like when she was with
Yeah.
Inyaki in that video, she ain't no fucking. Listen, One Piece can't
She's not
last too
spring
much
chicken.
longer. One Piece can't last too much longer.
Yeah, and she's like having a good time, like in this role playing Turbo Granny. Like
Yeah.
when Okarun was like biting on her titty, and she's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" No, like,
Bro.
So funny.
it's such a good show.
I need Turbo Granny Money Cat merch.
Yes.
I need
I
it.
was
Well,
like,
that's what it is, the
it's
Money Cat.
So, yeah. It's so cute. I love her.
Well,
I'm so glad you guys are liking DanDaDan, honestly. Like,
yo, bro,
It
they
was-
had us. They
it
had
was
us in the first
beautiful.
half. By the first half of that
Yeah.
first episode, because we was like,
That
bro,
first episode, woo!
Nani.
Hilarious.
But like,
But this one
It's-
pulling at the heartstrings, it's actually like
it's
it
proven to
has
be
depth.
so much more.
The show has depth.
No, I'm impressed. You were 100% right.
Yep. No,
You were
you
right.
said DanDaDan is probably gonna be anime of the year, and yeah, you were
Yeah,
right. I agree.
can't. There's no world in which I could say because Arcane's doesn't count, right? Arcane's not anime.
No,
Yeah.
Arcane's not an anime.
So like
Technically
it's
doesn't
not.
count.
That's not nowhere. It's not even playing in the same ball field.
Yeah, different things.
I don't see, especially because I was mad wrong with Uzumaki because I heard Uzumaki got.
Yo,
I heard that shit went off the cliff after episode 1. I was like, fuck.
yeah, you were like, "Oh no,
Damn,
bro, the
this is why I
the
don't
fan base
gamble.
is
I was
there."
like, this is why I don't gamble.
Uzumaki was that?
the Junji
Junji Ito
Ito,
thing.
the spirals, the
Oh.
spirals.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a spiral
yeah.
thing. Yeah. Well,
Uh-huh.
well, that's enough of DanDaDan. We'll talk about one last thing and then we'll close out the episode.